The next couple of days are going to be mentally tough for most of us to pull through. I will do my best to share with you my strategies that I use to become mentally strong. Here are my 5 best powerful rituals that I use and I would like you to use and share with you to survive the lockdown. I quote Maya Angelou. I quote, "Nothing can dim the light which shines from within." End of quote. With enough mental strength, an ordinary human being can become an extraordinary hero. And you don't have to be born mentally strong either. You can develop this vital life skill, this vital trait with patience and practice. Here are my 5 key things you must do every day to become mentally strong. Number 1, use passion and love as fuel to drive to do the hard things. Life is not easy, which is why you must do hard things to be happy. The things no one else is doing, the things that frighten you, the things that others can't do for you, the things that make you question how much longer can you hold on and push forward. Because those are the things that define you in the end. Those are the things that make the difference between existing and living. Those are the things that make the difference between knowing the path and walking the path, between a life of defeat and a life filled with happiness, significance, and success. Adversity is part and parcel of life, and it is much like walking into a turbulent windstorm. As you fight to push through it, you not only gain strength, but it tears away from you all but the essential parts of you that cannot be torn. Once you come out of the storm, you see yourself as you really are, in your real raw form, still holding the passions, the values that move you, and little else. These are the last that matter, the inner love and vows that define you. It is this kind of love that drives you forward even when the going gets tough. It is the kind of love that strengthens the mind, strengthens the body, and strengthens the soul. We are in the middle of a storm with this lockdown, my friend. My second strategy is learn to focus your energy solely on what you can control. There is a quote I've always loved that is often credited to Ignatius, and I quote, "Pray as if God will take care of all, and act as if all is up to you." End of quote. I love this quote. It is a strong way to live. It is about using your faith to fuel your positive action. And the same premise applies to luck too. Yet many people feel luck has everything to do with where they stand in life, whether their lives are happy or sad, successful or unsuccessful, whichever way they define it. If life is good, luck favored them. And if life isn't, luck was against them. But that is not the whole truth. Mentally strong people know that good luck plays a role in their happiness or success, but they don't wait around for good luck to strike or sit around worrying about the possibility of bad luck that is always looming. They do what they can do right now with the hand they've been dealt with. Incredible progress happens in our lives when we decide to take control of what we do, have power over instead of craving control over what we can't or what we don't. The truth is this: 10% of your life is decided by uncontrollable circumstances, and 90% is decided by how you react to those circumstances. Most people today have been complaining about the lockdown. There is nothing you can do about it. By not wasting mental energy worrying about what should have happened or what might happen, you can put all your effort into making the right things happen to the best of your ability. And then if you get lucky, hey, you're even better off. The bottom line is, you cannot control everything that comes your way, but you are in absolute control of how you react to it. And that changes everything. I've decided to use these 2 weeks to share my mental strength strategies with you. And that's why I'm in my studio right now. Number 3, Make every action a positive one. Easier said than done, I know. The most effective way to prevent what is negative is to promote what is positive. The best way to influence bad behavior is not to control, regulate, or demand, but to inspire, to motivate, and always to lead by example. You get more reward from your efforts when they are applied in a positive direction. So instead of rebelling against what you dislike, work to build and support what you value and, of course, what you admire. The answer to despair is not to despise it, for that only adds fuel to the fire. The answer is to overwhelm it with goodness, with love, and of course, with proactivity. Focus your attention and energy on what is working and make more of it. Praise what is good and right, useful and valuable, and help it grow. Nurture and promote what you love about life. Remember, whatever you praise, you get more of it. Delight in the good things and give the full power of your awareness to them. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Be a positive force by acting with positive resolve. Ultimately, happiness comes a lot easier when you stop complaining about your problems and you start being grateful for all the problems you don't have. The unfortunate thing with most of us is we've become addicted to talking about our problems. Although every day may not be good, there is always something good about every day. And one of those is just the simple fact that at this point you are alive. Appreciating these good things and feeding off their positive energy to create positive action, trust me, is what makes life good in the end. Number 4, be relentlessly consistent. Years ago, when I was extremely focused on weightlifting and physical strength training, I gradually learned that you can't be truly committed to any goal if you have a weak mind. To combat this, I wrote 2 simple questions on 2 different post-it notes and stuck one on my bathroom window and the other one inside my gym locker. The first question was, how many workouts, Mululu, have you missed because your mind, not your body, told you that you are too tired? The second question was, how many workout reps have you skipped because your mind, not your body, said 9 reps is enough, don't worry about the 10th one? To this day, my friend, the answer to both questions is probably thousands for most people, including myself. Weakness of the mind is the real dream killer, and the only way to fix this weakness is daily mindful practice. Far too often, we think that mental strength is all about how we respond to extreme circumstances. How did she perform on stage during that nationally televised event? Those are the things that we focus on. Did he bounce back after his business partner betrayed him and bankrupted their company? Can she keep her life together even after suffering from a major, debilitating physical injury? There is no doubt that extreme circumstances test our bravery, test our determination and mental strength. But what about common daily circumstances? Just like every muscle in the body, the mind needs to be exercised to get strength. It needs to be worked consistently to grow and to develop over time. If you haven't pushed yourself in thousands of little ways over time, of course, you will crumble on that one day that things get really challenging. And this is the time when everything is just become a challenge. But it doesn't have to be that way. Choose to get to the gym when it will be easier to sleep in. Choose to do the 10th rep when it will be easier to quit at rep number 9. Choose to create something special when it will be easier to consume something mediocre. Choose, my friend, choose to raise your hand and ask that extra question when it will be easier to stay silent and look clever but live stupid. Prove to yourself in 1,000 little ways that you have the guts to get in the ring and wrestle like an alligator with life. Mental strength is built through lots of little victories. It is the individual choices that we make on a daily basis that build our mental strength muscle. We all want this kind of strength, but you can't think your way to it. You cannot outsource that function to somebody else. You cannot earn it on credit. You have to do something about it religiously. It is your daily actions that prove your mental fortitude. It is how you live your life. Simply, it is a way of life. The bottom line is that when things get difficult for most people, they find something easier to do. When things get difficult for mentally strong people, what do you think they do? They find a way, of course, to stay on track. Let me share with you my fifth strategy. Act as if what you do makes a difference. Remember, the key word here is act as if. And it does. Everything you do does. This is perhaps the most fundamental way people with remarkable mental strength change the world. And you can be one of them, starting right now and starting today. What really matters in life is not what we have, but how we use what we have. It's not what we buy, but what we build. It's not what we own, but what we share with the world. It's not our capabilities, but our character. It's not our success, but our true significance. Live a life that makes you proud, one that matters and makes a difference. Your positivity will inspire the world today. Let it ring loudly and frequently. Your gratitude will give life its beauty today. Express it. Your efforts will make life richer today. Be generous. Your passion and love and curiosity will make a whole new set of experiences possible. Open your heart and mind, just like a little child. I'm sure you get the idea. You are needed, my friend. You are significant. Whatever you do will matter immensely, going far beyond you and coming back in profound ways that you can't even imagine. So always go above and beyond, especially for those who need you the most. In a world full of people who couldn't care less, be someone who couldn't care more. My friend, it is your turn. What is the one habit or belief that has helped you stay mentally strong through times, through good and bad times? Or on the flip side, what is that one habit or belief that has slowed you down and weakened your mental strength and resolve? I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts and insight. Remember, we need to encourage each other during this storm.